Get ready for the debate of the century. We have the writer of the Monroe Doctrine, the one, the only, John Quincy Adams, representing the Democratic Republican Party, versus Andrew Jackson, representing the brand new Democratic Party. Now, Mr. Jackson, before we get into our debate, some of our viewers are confused on your switch to the Democratic Republican Party to the Democratic Party. Can you give us more insight on that?
Due to some internal issues with the Democratic Republicans, I've decided to split and create the new Democratic Party, which believes in the common man's ability to vote, and that the government is favoring the upper class.
Thank you for that insight, Mr. Jackson. Now, Mr. Adams, you've also had a major political switch in the past. Care to enlighten us on that and any other aspects of your past? Feel free to talk about.
When I was a younger man, I was a part of the Federalist Party, much like my father, but I was displeased by the policies that made me switch to the opposing party, the Democratic Republicans. But I always believed I was a man of the country, not necessarily a party. And then more about my past, I've been the Secretary of State for Mr. James Monroe, and when I was there, I developed the Monroe Document, and I helped push the U.S. to isolation from Europe to help better our own country.
Since that's cleared up, let's get into the debate. The first debate topic is created by someone both of you know quite well. What are your opinions on the American system created by Henry Clay? Adams will have you go first.
The American system is a fantastic system that helps us increase internal revenue for the United States. It also has great improvements such as the Erie Canal. And Henry Clay is a great man and has helped me so much as my Secretary of State.
Mr. Jackson, what do you have to say to that?
The American system is a vile program made by our government. The high tariffs cause many of the South's hard-earned money to fund the rich northern states. Not only that, it's unconstitutional to have the government develop these improvements, as it should be the state's choice, not the federal government's. And it's all backed by a corrupt and overly ambitious man.
Wow, that is certainly a visceral reaction. Now, for our next topic. Many states, even Vice President John C. Calhoun, have expressed their ideas in nullification. Mr. Jackson, what exactly is nullification, and what are your opinions on it?
Now that is an interesting question there. Nullification, for anyone who doesn't know, is the states deciding whether laws are constitutional. If they don't think it's constitutional, they just don't follow it. Now, I believe me and Mr. Adams agree on the subject of nullification, that it causes loss of all federal power, and it can lead to the separation of this great nation.
Mr. Adams, care to chime in?
I agree here with Mr. Jackson. I believe nullification is an awful item. I believe it's certainly going up in popularity with my tariff of 1828. Thus, I believe Mr. Calhoun is being downright un-American with his support, and it's going to lead to a crisis here in the future.
Thank you for that opinion, Mr. Adams. Now let's get into our next subject. Judicial review. For our audience out there, judicial review is the Congress's ability to call certain laws and rules unconstitutional, mainly created by Mr. John Marshall. Now, Mr. Adams, we'll have you go first.
I believe judicial review is essential for the checks and balances of our government. It is quite prevalent in one of my previous legal cases, which only through judicial review have I been able to protect the rights of the African American people on the Amistad ship.
Now, Mr. Jackson, what are your thoughts?
Now, I understand the importance of the judicial review, but I also believe it is unjust for the Supreme Court to have the final and exclusive control of the interpretation of the Constitution. Thus, it has more control over the other two branches of government.
Thank you for that valuable insight. Now, before you go, do you have any last-minute words for our audience?
Vote for me, not this corrupt pig. Stay ballin', y'all.